Hey everyone, sorry I'm a bit late. It's pretty hectic today. But I guess we can get already started. We have around 20 listeners, and I guess people will just trickle in once we get started. All right. Yeah, you guys all heard the news probably. We're gonna postpone the release of the alpha build, which is obviously very unfortunate. But we had to make this decision. We had an internal discussion this morning following the recent developments and situation in Eastern Europe, and we believe it's inappropriate to release, a game about tanks today. We don't think that is humane, and don't think that's good timing wise as well. So most likely we'll postpone it to next week. And in the meantime, we'll keep updating you as usual through our regular channels. So just keep a close watch on our Twitter and Discord, what our next updates are. And we also want to share that we appreciate your understanding, and we truly hope, for the well-being of the citizens in Ukraine. We do want to mention what was planned for the alpha build, and as we want to call it Season 0. And Season 0 will have a basic home UI screen with avatar and tank selection integrated. There's a online 3 versus 3 deathmatch mode. You just press play and you'll be connected to random people to play against. There's a new map, Elevate, and together with the official Season 0 release, there will be loads of leaderboard prizes as well. So yeah, that will be hopefully very soon. Everything is ready, the build is ready. We're actually very excited to release, but again, it's unfortunate that today we will not release the alpha build. Last week we had an event with Sol Bitrain, which we believe was a great success. He really enjoyed playing the game, and we all actually enjoyed playing the game. And you can watch the recorded live stream on our YouTube channel. So bear with us. I think for the moment, you can definitely watch the live stream and get a bit of a feel for the alpha build. Let's go to the questions from the community. And the first question that we have is, will the Genesis NFT holder get an exclusive item per battle pass?
Hey everybody, I think that's actually a very interesting question and a very interesting idea. It's not something we had planned, but it's definitely something we'll keep in mind because I like the idea. So yeah, stay tuned. We're gonna make a note of it, and we'll keep it in mind.
Cool. I think it's good to bring out ideas, guys, and if you guys have any questions, idea, feedback, I think the Discord channel is a great place to share this with us. So if you're not on Discord, go to discord.gg/Panzerdogs. So the next question is, do you have the knowledge and soul to develop yourself the mobile version of Panzerdogs?
Hey guys. Yeah, so we're very experienced when it comes to mobile game development. We actually came from mobile games originally before Panzerdogs. So in terms of knowledge and experience, we're pretty well prepared. Not just only in terms of mechanics and controls and stuff there, but also the free-to-play design and such. So in terms of knowledge and stuff, yeah, we're well prepared. But currently, app stores and guidelines are currently not favorable for games and apps that allow users to exchange NFTs. So we'll keep an eye on it, and yeah, we'll take it from there.
Yeah, and just an extra note on guidelines. Yeah, and I mean, it's correct. So the app stores do not like users trading assets that hold, let's say, monetary value between each other. Each platform wants to own the transaction, or they want to, take part of that transaction. Obviously, if users, directly exchange assets, that means that, basically that platform is not needed anymore. So I think there are solutions, and we've been talking to Apple as well, and potentially to solve this problem. We have some ideas. We don't want to get too much in details with you guys, but I think the most important part is like, let's say if you would buy an in-app purchase and you get tokens for it, the most important part is that the value of the token, since there is some volatility when it comes to the pricing of the token, is that it needs to be not be lost after you do any transaction. But all in all, yeah, we don't want to get too much in detail, but we have some thoughts around it. But at least the user needs to do an in-app purchase. And when it comes to the part about like, do you have Soul to develop? I guess enough funding. Yeah, we have plenty of resources. So it's we still have our mobile game portfolio is still very profitable. And we obviously also got funding through the initial sale of Panzerdogs. So when it comes to resources, we are completely independent, and for making a mobile game, for us, we don't need actual funding for that. So do not worry about that. The next question is, how much Panzer can I get for each C Panzer that I have in my wallet when the IDO will be live?
Yeah, so I think this question is more about how much Panzer you get for your C Panzer, because the IDO is separate from this. So you will actually be able to get Panzer for essentially for free by exchanging your C Panzer for it. The amount of C Panzer is still yet to be determined, but what you can expect is that if you, let's say you have 5% of the supply of C Panzer, you will get 5% of that airdrop. So let's say we drop 1,000 Panzer tokens, you will get 5% from that if you have 5% of the C Panzer supply.
All right, hope that clears it up. Next question is, there's a maximum amount of Panzerdogs and tanks that I can put all on early staking for C Panzer? Question mark.
So there's no real maximum except for the amount of NFTs that exist. So we've made 5,555 dog and tank NFTs, and all of those can be staked by a single person, technically, but yeah, of course, there's no one who owns them all.
Yeah, exactly. And will I be able to buy more Panzer at the time of the launch at IDO? And is there a maximum number too?
Oh yeah, so we currently don't have the IDO format pinned down already, but the IDO does imply that you can just buy more Panzer. So, but it really depends on what we choose actually.
Yeah, there's different kind of formats on how to launch an IDO, and but as far as I understand, there's no maximum number to like how much you want to buy in terms of tokens. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, cool. Next question is, will the staking multiplier of the dog stay the same into the live game, or will it change?
Oh yeah, at the moment, staking is just a utility, and we're going to phase that out once you can craft tank parts with your dogs. So the staking multiplier is just tied to your rarity of your dog, and it's not something we're gonna reuse in the future. So yeah, if it has a good staking multiplier, it's still a rare dog that has good benefits in the game, essentially.
All right, and I like the next question. It's from Don Tonka. One of the biggest risks I see from this project is based on the fact there's an economy which can be exchanged for real money. Don't get me wrong, I really like this. But user says, my fear is about hacking and security. There will be a high motivation for hackers to break in and cheat the gameplay. I think that holds for any play and earn game, by the way. So the question is, how do you plan to ensure there's no cheating in a multiplayer game where the winners will be rewarded with Panzer? Android, for example, is much easier to crack than iOS from my experience. So this, or from my experience, this person says, so maybe he's a hacker.
First of all, thanks for bringing this up because security is really important when you're working with real money. So this is one of our main concerns when we started planning out the tech of the game. So we actually do have authoritative servers for the gameplay. So this means that there's code running on the server that emulates the gameplay exactly. So it's not up to the client to, like, someone playing the game doesn't decide what's happening in the game. It just sends the input to the server. This means that a hacked version of the game will not be able to affect other players negatively and will not be able to cheat.
It's worth noting as well that we're designing the economy in a way where it doesn't incentivize hacking. We're being very careful with how we go about like the design of earning and play to earn, so that even if you are like achieving something like an aim hack, it shouldn't offer you much of an incentive in the way of like monetary value, say. There'd obviously be the standard motivations that you'd get for hacking in other means, but we're designing our economy in a way that should allow it.
Yeah. And the last question is, what is your current expectation for when we will have matchmaking available? And realistically, do you foresee issues getting matches with the current more limited number of players?
So the alpha build will have simple matchmaking. So the players that are matched completely randomly. We are going to add matchmaking later that's based on ratings. I think that's very important for creating matches where the teams are evenly matched. Right now, if we don't have enough players in a match, we're adding bots. So there's always going to be opponents to fight against.
Another remark as well on this. We're aiming to continually expand our player base. Is like we don't intend for 5555 to be like our total player population. We intend to go much larger than that. So yeah, the current limits are not the final numbers, to say.
Awesome. These were the community questions. And if you have a question right now, please raise your hand and we will be happy to answer any questions you have. All right. Usually when I say I don't think there's any questions, then questions pop up. But again, I'm gonna say it. I don't think there's any questions. So if there's not, then that's AMA number 14. And as a quick reminder, yeah, most likely the build will be out next week. And thanks for understanding on why we've delayed our alpha build. So again, thank you so much for listening in, and yeah, let's stay in touch on Discord and Twitter. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys. See you later.
Bye.